Hello, it's me, Robin, with Simple Food, Simple Life. I was taking a break. Actually, I'm probably done for the day. You want to see something really cute? Okay, hang on, I'll show you. I'll show you something really cute. It's Miss Sadie. She went to the spa today. Doesn't she look adorable? She's very cute. Oh, look. Look what we've got. Come here. What's this? This is her second favorite thing. It's her red mouse. It's your red mouse? You love him? Oh, she loves him. She thinks he's nice. Yes. She never chews on red mouse, but she does lick him a lot. Yes, she does. Whoops, don't lose him. Don't lose him. Sadie Mae, there she is, all spruced up. Sadie! Sadie! What you doing? What you doing? Oh, she's a good girl. Isn't she cute? She gets to go to the spa. I don't go to the spa. I have her done every 6 weeks, but I talked to the groomer today about changing it to once a month because her hair grows out so fast and it's so thick. So one of these days I'll tell you how I got her. How is everybody? I hope you're doing great. It's 50-some degrees here in Iowa. Well, where I'm at anyway. Sun is shining. It's been a gorgeous, beautiful, beautiful day. So I took Sadie to the groomer this morning by 9 o'clock, and I had a 9 o'clock chiropractor's appointment. So I called them and told them the conflict, and I said, is it okay if I'm a little bit late? And they said yes. And so I wasn't too late because it was on the same end of town, so that worked out really good. I just didn't want to reschedule the chiropractor. I go to the chiropractor once a month. I'm having my coffee. So, and it keeps me spiffy, keeps me mobile. So, it is really beautiful out today. I'm glad, although it's very, very dry. We haven't had much rain, and although we don't really love snow, if we don't have any snow, it's going to affect the moisture come this spring. So I suppose it will snow eventually. I'm just saying, probably will. I'm not very, I haven't put my best face forward today. I just, took a shower this morning before the appointments, and I just put a little bit of powder on my face and a little bit of eyebrow stuff because I have really, my eyebrows are so light. Do you have that issue? I do. One of these days I'll show you some pictures of me when I was younger. I had very dark hair and but very light eyebrows. It didn't match. I felt like, why? And because you see people with nice eyebrows and it's like, great. One of my granddaughters has light eyebrows and dark hair, and she's called them clear eyebrows. My son does. We have clear eyebrows. So anyway, today, I don't know. I didn't care that much. So Usually, if I don't put a little bit of makeup on, always in times past, people say, you don't feel good today? Because I'm very pale and, yeah. But since I've gotten older, they don't say that anymore. They don't say, oh, you don't feel good today. They just, when you get old, unless you're doing something really loony, people kind of ignore you, actually. They just sort of like, eh. Which, I'm not saying that's always a bad thing. It isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it's not terrible sometimes. Especially when you're out in public. It's like, just let me get my stuff done. So, do I sound like a curmudgeon? I'm not really. I'm really a very social introvert. Have you heard of that, a social introvert? That's what I am. I am a social introvert. I can be social when I need to, but basically I'm okay with being introverted. I'm okay with just being with myself. I never I can't say I never get tired of myself, but sometimes I do, but most of the time I don't. I used to work in the construction field and in the administration portion of it, like secretarial. And so one time I was working for the contractor at nuclear plant, and we were in the contractor's building. So I was talking to the paymaster, and I said, I'm like Sybil. Remember there was a book and a movie or whatever called Sybil? And because Sybil had all these multiple personalities. And I said, well, I'm like Sybil. And he was from Boston. He says, you like Sybil? And I said, except there's one difference. I have a lot of personalities. And I said, Sybil had a lot of personalities, but she didn't know about any of them. I said, I know about all my personalities, but they don't know anything about me. They don't know I exist. And he shook his head. He started laughing. He shook his head. He was like, oh. A lot of them called me Birdie. Why would that be? Why would they call me Birdie? I don't know. So, anyway. That's how that goes today. That has been my exciting day. Oh, I did mop my kitchen floor. I pulled everything out. Well, everything, meaning moved the critter dishes and the kitchen table. I don't have a lot in my kitchen. I don't have a lot of stuff to move around, so that was pretty easy, but got everything all vacuumed nicely and then mopped. My mom used to say, she called it scrubbing the floor. She scrubbed the floor. She scrubbed everything, including her teeth. She said she scrubbed her teeth. Now, she had her own teeth until she died, but she never said she brushed her teeth. Or when we were young, she'd say, did you kids scrub your teeth? Yes, we did. We scrubbed them. My husband always said, be true to your teeth or they will be false to you. You should write that down and hang it on the refrigerator. I'm just saying. You should. So, my coffee tastes pretty good. My older son has a new coffee sent to me. It's like a subscription of some kind. And he has a new coffee sent to me about every couple weeks, so I get to enjoy it. I don't care for flavored coffees, so this is just per se. Flavored coffees per se, but I like a strong, bold coffee. And so he sends it to me has it sent to me from different companies every couple weeks. And they're pretty good. I haven't really had any that I didn't like. And this is the second year. He got it for me for Christmas one year. He and his wife, and then he just renewed it for the next year. And so, because I said, don't get me anything for Christmas last year. And he said, well, I'm just going to keep sending you that. So, because he knows his mom likes her coffee. How do you drink your coffee? I drink mine black. Now, I know that's, like black coffee. I like black coffee. I have loved black coffee since I was a kid. They wouldn't let me have coffee, so I had to sneak drinks. My mom drank her coffee black. My dad had milk in his. And it was either milk or sometimes evaporated milk or canned milk. Whatever was available. But I loved black coffee. I love coffee. Now, I consider if you're going to dope your coffee up, I think that's dessert. I think that's dessert. So I always tease my daughter-in-law. I say, are you going to have a little coffee with that creamer? She likes her coffee. She likes her coffee all sweet and sugary, and but it's like dessert to me. I say to each his own. If that's how you like it, that's fine. But I find that most people like their coffee doped up. I don't particularly care for it. I mean, I do, but it's like a treat. It's like a dessert for me. But on a regular basis, I want my coffee black. Just straight up black and strong. It's awesome. I'll tell you something you may not know about me. I don't have pierced ears. I've never had pierced ears. I don't have pierced anything. I don't have pierced ears. One time, I used to have like hoop earrings, which I liked because mine are all clip-on. This was years ago, and I had these hoop earrings on. And I was at some function or other, I don't remember what it was, but this woman had her baby with her, and I was holding him on my lap, and the little ones always loved the earrings, and they would try to pull them off and everything. And he reached up and pulled off one of the hoops, and she almost fainted. She goes, oh, because she thought I had pierced ears, and I didn't. And I said, held it up, I said, I don't have pierced ears. And she goes, oh. So, I don't know. It's just never been, it's never interested me to have pierced ears. I've never really wanted that. So, and I'll tell you another thing about me. I don't have any tattoos. I know you're shocked. I don't have anything against tattoos. I think I don't understand a desire to have a tattoo. I don't understand a desire to have piercings either. I don't get that. I just don't understand tattoos. I admire the artistry of them. I think some tattoo artists are beautiful. People in my family have tattoos. I mean, I think that the artistry is sometimes amazing to me, considering they're using your skin for a canvas. But I don't understand the desire to have them. Like, oh, I want a tattoo. I don't understand that, but I say, to each his own. If you want a tattoo, you know, when I was a kid, most people who had tattoos that I ever knew were had been in the military, you know, in the Navy. They'd have an anchor there, or mom on their arm, or Semper Fi if they were a Marine, or like my older brother got a tattoo. It wasn't a very good one. It was the name of his first wife on his arm. First wife. Okay, that's not leaving you. I'm just saying. And then the thing about, I mean, you get a tattoo when you're young. I think that's, if you want to do that, that's great. But eventually you're going to get old. And so you might want to be selective about where you get the tattoo because, you know, everything starts to fall down and gets all shaggy and stuff. And it's like, will they recognize what that tattoo is symbolic of when you get old? When you're old as crust, are they going to know? Probably not. Probably not. Say, you got to quit picking, sister. So. Oh, this is something else that's kind of mundane. There are no baby pictures of me. Now, I was born in 1950. They had cameras, right? And I was the fourth kid out of 6. Fourth kid, I was the second girl. I had 2 older brothers, an older sister. They have baby pictures. Actually, I'm one of 6, and they all have baby pictures but me. So I asked my mom, I said, when I was little, I said, where are my baby pictures? Why don't I have baby pictures? And she said, we couldn't afford it. I think the youngest one of me, where you can actually see me, I was 3 years old. And it was like a group photo family thing. And then there is one, Mom said I was 2, but you can't really see me. The room's really dark, and I was taking a nap. We lived in Texas, and I think I was 2 years old, and my back was to the camera because I was sleeping, and I was on my parents' bed asleep. And you could barely see me, and I could tell that I had dark curly hair. I could see that, but there are none. She said, well, ask so-and-so, meaning my aunts and uncles. You know, they had cameras, they were taking pictures, blah, blah, blah. They probably have. And I asked them, and none of them had any of me. Which, that used to make me sad when I was little. And growing up, it kind of made me sad too, but then when I was a teenager, I thought, oh, I'm probably really adopted. My parents are probably wealthy. You know how you do when you're kids? No, I wasn't adopted. Nope, wasn't adopted. But I can only assume that I was adorable, that I was an adorable baby. I can only assume that. I had to have been absolutely adorable. I think. I must have been. Because for the most part, I'm pretty adorable now. Sort of. So anyway, what have you guys been up to today? You got to tell me. Tell me what you've been up to. I want to know. Do you have beautiful weather where you are? I'm going to assume that you do, because it's really nice here. And how are you with Christmas and the holidays, or however it is that you celebrate? How are you doing with that? Are you okay with it? You know, I know that, hang on, my little girl wants up here. Hang on. She had to go get something. She had to go get something. Oh my gosh. She's so funny. I got that bone. I thought she might chew on it, but she doesn't. She just carries it around, licks it. Anyway, how are you doing with all of that? Because I know the economy is a bit wonky, and that's just the way it is these days. So have you modified anything? Are you changing anything? I'm just curious. I'm just being nosy. Just being nosy with ya. Have you got your coffee? You should have some coffee or tea or something. That's delicious. What are you going to have for supper? I'm going to have leftovers. The other day, those a Great Depression video I did when how to extend the hamburger. I took one of those, actually 2 of those patties, and I made some Knorr's Alfredo noodles. I like those things. They're really good. And I opened up a can of peas, and I took out a couple of those burgers and Great Depression burgers. And I actually had enough for one meal, and then I put some, a little bit of meal prep, cook once and eat twice. And so I put that in a container, and I think I'm going to have that. I'm going to warm that up in the microwave. I'm going to have that for my supper. Those burgers are really good. If you haven't tried them, you should try them. They remind me of cute little meatloaf patties, and I like to put ketchup on mine. They're awesome. They're really good. And I mean, who doesn't want to get 4 burgers out of 8 ounces of hamburger? I do. So anyway, that's what I'm going to have for my supper tonight. It gets dark so early. But I did read where it's not going to get dark. That's going to ease up a little bit, where it's going to get dark later and later rather than start getting dark at 3:30 in the afternoon. Hello? I'm just saying. So anyway, I did get some things done today. Got my laundry all done. Well, I had it hanging in the basement from yesterday, my clothes, so that I had to go down today and take them off the hangers and hang everything back up in my closet and fold everything up nicely. And, well, I didn't have to run the dryer that way, so that helps save a little bit of money, right? That was good. And I'm glad that I have a place that I can hang them up, so that's awesome. So, all right, I guess that's it for me. I probably bored you guys enough. I know. The highlight was my little doggie. I love her. I love her so much. I will, one of these days, I'll chat with you, and we'll have a little chitty chat, and I'll tell you how I got Miss Sadie. I'll just give you a hint. The Lord was involved in it. I'm just telling you. Just going to give you this much of a hint. Listen, you guys let me know what you're doing. I want to know what you're doing. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate you. And sometimes your comments bring tears to my eyes. They really do. They do. I'm not kidding you. They do. All right. I love you guys. You're wonderful. Be blessed. Always remember that little is much when God is in it. That's from an old hymn, I'll share that with you one of these days too, how that came to be. It's pretty interesting. So, all right. I love you. And I will talk to you later. Thanks for putting up with me. You guys are the best. Okay. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.